Ayo, Saka, running down the wing, Saka, hear the Arsenal sing, Saka, we are gonna win the league. Ooh, 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 ooh. Arsenal 3, Fulham 0. Guys, do we have a match reaction today? Probably the first time on this channel, definitely the first time in a long time, but definitely on this channel, we have got a very positive match reaction. Where has this Arsenal been the last how many months? But do you know what? I'm going to leave that because what a performance from some of the players. We're going to get into them because a lot of players deserve a lot of credit today, definitely. But welcome back to FooteaTalks. Please like, share and subscribe, and let's get into this match reaction. Now, first thing I'd like to highlight, when that team sheet came out, I cannot explain to you how happy I was to see Myles Lewis-Skelly in the midfield. It's only what we've been asking for the last 6 months, and there's now 3 games left to go, and we finally see Myles Lewis-Skelly in midfield, and my word, people, what a performance from Myles Lewis-Skelly in the midfield. He just brings something that none of our other midfielders have. He's just got an eye for passing the ball forward. It's like as soon as he gets the ball, he wants to pass forward. None of this dilly-dallying, side to side, keep it safe. No. Your midfield, especially that 8 role and that 10 role, need to take risks. They need to. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. In a world today where the midfield is probably the most important part in football, the most important position, you can't play it safe. You just absolutely can't. So I'm going to give such huge credit to Myles Lewis-Skelly for coming in and putting in that performance, getting us up the field. He just made our football look more fluid, more of a threat, more attacking. Just amazing. So I'm so happy for MLS. I'm so glad that he finally got to start in his actual position, none of this left back position, which we know he's not. We know he's a midfielder. So happy for him. Long may it continue. I would like to see him start in the 8 against Atletico Madrid. Whether Arteta does that is yet to be seen, hopefully. But we shall see. But he definitely needs to start there because he brings something different to the midfield. He just brings that energy, brings that fluidity, and he brings that driving forward that we don't have. So big up to Myles Lewis-Skelly. That is the first player that I need to give credit to because he was just amazing. Definitely my man of the match, 100%. And because we saw Lewis-Skelly in the 8, Deckers played in his actual position in the 6. And every time Deckers plays in that 6, he puts in a masterclass. Stop putting Deckers in the 8. He is not an 8. He is a 6. He is the one who just mops up all the mess, gets the ball back, passes it. That's what we need. He just breaks it all up. That is what Declan Rice is the best at. That's what he is good at. That's what he needs to continue to do. We don't want to see him in the 8 anymore. It was a nice experiment, nice little fling. It's over now. It's finished. There are 3 games left in the Premier League. Hopefully 2 more games left in the Champions League if we reach the final. Play Deckers in that 6. Honestly, that is what is needed. So big up to Deckers. Also a great performance. And while we're on the midfield, we may as well stay in the midfield and talk about Eze as well. That midfield of Eze, Myles Lewis-Skelly and Declan Rice, I'm annoyed that we haven't seen it sooner, but I am very grateful that we are seeing it now. because I feel like Eze, it took him a little, maybe like 5-10 minutes to settle into the game. I feel like he was very casual on the ball. You know, he kept getting caught on the ball, giving away possession. But once he got up to speed, got into the game, him and Lewis Skelly, absolutely amazing. Him, Lewis Skelly, Saka, Gyökeres, and even Trossard. We'll talk about Trossard as well. That front five, we need to see that for the rest of the season. Honestly, it was just beautiful, fluid, attacking football. That is what we need. And it was so nice to have a game where the stress wasn't on our defence. Like, I feel like Big Gabby, Salib, they all just could just take it easy this game. Like, the attack were doing their thing. The defence were just like, right, we'll mop up the balls that come to us, but we're just going to pass it back to you. Just do your thing. And that is what we've needed this whole time. So, yeah, big up to the attack. But yeah, the midfield, Eze, great. The whole midfield, I just love that midfield. I want to see it for the rest of the season. Moving on to the star man, because, wow, what a first start back. Incredible. And that is Bukayo Saka. Wow. That is what Bukayo Saka could do. And that is the Bukayo Saka that we've been missing this season. I know it's not always been down to him. He's been injured. I think it's because he's been overplayed over the last how many years by Mikel. So I'm glad. I didn't want to see him come off at half-time, but at the same time, I am glad that Mikel is now thinking about Bukayo Saka's wellness, because we are going to need him for the rest of the season. So, and because we were 3-0 up, we were able to take off our big hitters. So I'm so glad that Mikel took that initiative and took him off. But yeah, Bukayo Saka, it was just pure class from Bukayo Saka today, honestly. Like, that is the best of Bukayo, and he looked fit, he looked ready, because when he came on against Atletico midweek towards the end, a lot of people were like, he does not look fit, he just doesn't look ready. So I'm so glad that he came on, performed the way he did, got a goal and an assist. I mean, him and that Gyökeres link up, that's what we've been waiting for all season. That is the link up we've been waiting for all season, because we've said, and I've said on this channel, when it's Martinelli, Gyökeres, Noni, it doesn't work. They're all runners. I mean, Noni can sometimes put in a good cross, but he's a dribbler, he's a runner. Gyökeres needs somebody to create for him, and we finally saw that with Bukayo Saka yesterday. Absolutely amazing. The cross that he put in, the pure striker's goal that Gyökeres just put it in the back of the net. Right place, right time, proper striker. Beautiful. But yeah, Bukayo Saka was absolutely amazing yesterday. Long may it continue. We need that performance against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. But yeah, so happy for Bukayo that he's come back. He looks fit, looks sharp, looks ready for the rest of the season. So big up to him. Gyökeres, one of the best performances I've seen from Gyökeres. Most definitely. He was just everywhere. He was a nuisance to the back line. Now, Fulham are a bit of a hit and miss team. Sometimes they can be really good. Sometimes they can be pretty bad. And they did beat Aston Villa. I think it was Aston Villa last week, 1-0. So they're not pushovers. They are a good team. A lot of ex-Arsenal players in that team as well. So it wasn't going to be an easy game, but we just made it look so easy. And Gyökeres, I feel like his hold-up play was good. He wasn't... Most of this season, he's been fighting with the centre-backs, the opposition centre-backs, whereas he did have a bit of a fight with them this time, but he kind of held off a bit and was like, right, you guys come to me and I'm going to take the ball. So it helped. Him getting into fights with centre-backs, it doesn't work. So big up to Gyökeres. He was a real threat everywhere. I didn't want him to come off because I did want him to get that hat-trick, and he was so close to getting that hat-trick in the second half. I was like, really wanted him to get it, but there's still time. So yeah, big up to Gyökeres. Both of his goals were proper striker goals. The header as well. I was like, how is that going in? I thought Leno would at least save it, because it just looked like it was in slow motion, just and it into the goal. Crazy, but great goal. Both goals were great. And Bukayo Saka's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Now, Leandro Trossard? No. He was Leandro Bossard today. Wow, wow, wow. Look, I've had my problems with Trossard the past few months. You guys know, if you watch this channel, I've spoken about Trossard and how he has just been off it since like December. He started the season so well. Proper super sub settings, like he'd come on, just get a goal. Great. And then he just faded and he was just putting in performances that we were all just like, well, what is going on here? Is he drunk? Stella or Trossard, you know? But yesterday was like a throwback Trossard performance. It was so good. He was so dangerous, and the way he was just picking up the ball, trying to make things happen, it was just a throwback performance, a real Bossard performance. And I'm really happy for Trossard, because I do, of course, we want all our players to be in form and to do well, but I am happy for Trossard because he has got that in him to change a game and to just make something happen out of nothing. He was one of those players before he just fell off for like the last few months. So yeah, so happy for Trossard, and long may it continue for the rest of the season, because we're going to need everyone. It's all hands on deck now. There's 3 Premier League games left, and hopefully we'll have 2 Champions League games left. So yeah, big up to Trossard. Great performance from him. The whole of the front, I'm going to say 5, because Lewis Skelly was amazing as well. That whole front 5 can give themselves a big pat on the back. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I do just want to speak about another player who, I feel like this player divides the fan base a lot, and that is Ricardo Calafiori. Now, me personally, I've always liked Calafiori. I think there is a serious player in there. His injuries don't do him any good, because that is usually how you judge a player, by how available they are. You know, availability is the best ability. But a lot of people say that Nketiah is better defensively. Now, I agree. I do think Nketiah is better defensively, but at the same time, Calafiori is not bad defensively, and I think that's where a lot of people kind of blur the lines between the two. They're like, Ricardo Calafiori is better going forward, but Nketiah is better defensively, and I actually disagree. I think Nketiah is definitely better defensively, but Calafiori is still good defensively. He's just a lot better going forward. Now, Calafiori is that wild card. It's like, he's a left back, but he's not really a left back. He's literally a left back, not left back. He is a left back, but he's not really a left back. He is just a football player at this point. Like, he's in midfield, he's up front. Like, sometimes he is our furthest forward player out of everyone, and that's our left back, guys. So he brings that chaos. I feel like opposition teams would find him so difficult to mark, because he's just absolutely everywhere, and I think that is a positive for us, and that's why I do like when Calafiori plays, because he brings that unpredictability which we need, because as you know, our attack has been so predictable the last few months. So big up to Calafiori. I really do rate him as a player. If he can keep fit, I'll definitely keep him at Arsenal, because I know there are a few rumours of him like maybe going or whatever, but if he can stay fit, I would definitely keep him, because he is that wild card, and he just brings that unpredictability to the team. And people forget, he was part of the 11 earlier on in the season, when I call it our peak defence. When we were at our peak defence, which is when we were getting annoyed when we were even conceding shots on goal, like that peak defence where we were not conceding at all, he was part of that 11. So he's definitely good defensively. I think people just forget about that, because Nketiah wasn't in the team at that point. I love Nketiah. This is no slander on him. You can big up both players. You don't have to big up one player while slandering another one. So I love them both. They both bring different qualities that are needed for different games. So big up to Calafiori. So glad that he had a good game. And I wouldn't mind starting him against Atletico as well, because he just brings that chaos, which we're going to need in a Champions League semi-final. So yeah, big up to him. Just wanted to give him a shout out. I'll do a quick shout out for our two centre backs, particularly William Saliba, who is getting Player of the Season shouts, and understandably so, and rightly so, because he puts in 7, 8 out of 10s every week, and it goes unnoticed because of how good he is. He is just pure class. He is the Rolls Royce of defenders. In my opinion, the best defender in the world. Call me biased because I'm an Arsenal fan, it's fine, but he definitely is the best defender in the world. So big up to him. He fully deserves Player of the Season. I would not be annoyed with that. But yeah, I just wanted to big him up as well because his performances go unnoticed, and we need to acknowledge just how good he is and give him props, because he just goes silently under the radar. But yeah, big up Salib. I do just want to quickly talk about Mikel as well, because I have spoken about Mikel and how I feel like he makes the wrong decisions at times, doesn't make changes quick enough, and is very reactive instead of proactive. However, I want to give a lot of credit and props to Mikel Arteta for the performance yesterday. Number one, for the lineup. It was a risk playing MLS in midfield. We know that Mikel Arteta is very risk averse. He doesn't like to do things like that. So it was very good to see that he took that risk and played Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield, because we do need something different at this stage of the season. So big up to him for that, for making that change. And also for bringing off, as I said earlier, bringing off Bukayo at halftime when it was 3-0, when we were 3-0 up. Because I feel like we haven't been able to do that a lot this season, because we like to keep things tight. It's either like a 1-0 to us or a 2-1 or 1-1 or whatever, so we can't bring off our big hitters. So really, really happy to see that he took that initiative, took Bukayo Saka off at half-time because we're going to need him, keep him fit, keep him ready, brought on Noni. And the thing is with Noni, as much as I don't really rate him, he is a good player to bring on against tired legs because he will just run at you. So it just kept the defenders busy, which is great. Like, if you're using Noni in that way, amazing. I think that is what he is good at. And sometimes he can make something happen. He's a bit unpredictable as well, but he's just not very good. Like, as I've said before, there is no comparison between him and Bukayo Saka. So yeah, very, very impressed with Mikel yesterday. I thought he handled the whole game very well. His management of the game was very good. Sorry, not very well. Bad English. But yeah, his management of the game was very good. Even bringing on Mascara for Ben White, who wasn't bad, but wasn't very good either. Ben White, I'd say. But yeah, Mascara came on, did what Mascara does. Giving Max Dowman a run as well. Loved that Mikel brought him on as well. So yeah, I feel like all in all, Mikel did very, very well yesterday. So I just wanted to give him credit for that as well. But as always, I'd like to know what you guys think down below in the comments. How confident are you going into these last 3 games of the Premier League? How confident are you going into the Champions League? What would you like to see different? Would you like to see the same lineup, or would you make some changes to this lineup for Tuesday? Let me know down below. And yeah, I feel like we've got a good feel-good vibe back in the Arsenal fan base, which we haven't had for quite a few weeks now. So that's good. Positive, good, happy, perfect. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and please like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 80 subscribers, and then on the road to 100, because I think we can do that too. But yeah, as always, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, please like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.